William, and I'll be performing a poem about social media, and it's called The Contract. Hope you enjoy. I, William Lee Williams, hereby sign the contract with you, my dear social media. My dear Instagram, you've been with me since 2012, man, and now with this contract line, I shall officialize giving you all of the things that are once solely mine. I shall allow thee to sate oneself upon my insecurities, and now with the falling line, I give thee permission to take its time, to plant seeds of hatred in my mind by taking those same insecurities and force feeding them to my eyes, to the pictures in my Instagram feed. I shall compel thee to cause me to begin to despise my own ethnicity, because all I seem to be seeing is the meaning of ignorance, and I'm redefining it as black society. Pardon me. Okay. I never knew that you could convince me that ignorance, now think about it, ignorance was such a definitive characteristic of the black ethnicity. Congratulations. Thanks for you being the outlet for racist intermachinations who one of the main reasons why those seeds of hatred have begun germination. Oh wait, that was a bit too harsh. My bad. Anyways, continuing, I forgot to tell thee that I shall allow thee to ostracize me every time I speak hashtag Black Lives Matter. And while I'm at it, I demand that everyone comply with my never spoken request for them to reply hashtag All Lives Matter. Because when you do it, you make me look to be the Mad Hatter, as if all of that black blood that was splattered didn't even matter. And then I shall allow thee to cause me subconsciously to begin comparing the effectiveness of my study hours to the quantity of my followers, the quality of this life to the quantity of my likes, and now I shall conclude this contract. Sincerely signed, William Lee. Psych. I changed my mind. Snapchat, I prefer to make a contract with you this time. Snapchat, because I love what you do. I've had you for about a year now, and to be perfectly honest, after all that time, I still don't know how to use it, but my apologies. I forgot to start off the contract for thanking thee for all that time you sucked out of my life. I forgot to tell thee that I shall allow thee to create filters so that I can take all of those things I hate about myself from off that highest shelf and hide it behind the pixelated filter lines. I forgot to congratulate thee for taking a whole generation of teens and making them saturate their own insecurities with that when they look in the mirror, they believe the person looking back at them is disgusting. I forgot to thank thee for making it so that the only security I can find is when I hide behind the filter of a puppy's ears and hide behind a filter of a hippie's flower crown behind a sea of filters until I drown. And because of this, I shall allow thee to take those seeds of hatred that have begun germination and let them grow into vines of twine. And then I shall allow thee to force feed me every time I swipe right the articles that broadcast the celebrity's life. I shall allow thee to take a suffering Syrian boy and instead of turning him to a martyr, barely give him a blurb in your articles. If you couldn't even bother telling his life story, and consecutively I allow thee to give all of your article glory to the people like the Kardashians.
What?
As if they're the people that deserve the public's constant attention, as if they're over-glorifying your physical beauty, something worth magnifying and broadcasting. They're routine, tween, and being until they start dreaming for something they cannot even achieve. And because they cannot achieve, they start looking at themselves as if they are disgusting, and I forgot to tell thee that I shall allow thee to allow companies that specialize in sexting to take root and bear the fruit of a generation that learned to jack off the internet sex before we learn to confess our emotion.
Go, boy!
Learning that sex is more important in a relationship than real devotion. Thank you for laying down the seeds of a world where I don't even have to have real emotion. Because of this, I shall allow thee. No, forget it, forget it, forget it. I implore thee, Snapchat. They take those seeds of hatred that have begun germination, that grew into vines of twine and entwine around my head like a noose. And I implore thee to strengthen the leg by tightening that noose. And while I hang, take your filter sword and stab me again and again until I bleed out, until my eyes cloud. And let these last words I'm ever able to choke out be I hereby conclude the contract. Sincerely signed, William Lee. Psych! have to start telling the truth this time. You see, this really isn't a contract, this is a death certificate. And the purpose of this is to let everybody that comes across in my life to know that social media really isn't alright by taking it two at a time. And honestly, I know I may not be the best writer, but with these words, I shall turn even the weakest man into a fire that email can muster. It's something as insignificant as a fire from a dollar lighter. You and I shall light a fire under the social media industry to let them know that the consumer will not be consumed anymore. So, finally, this time I'm truly promising, I shall hereby conclude this death certificate sincerely signed, the people and I.